Hello, world! Welcome to our daily podcast. Today, we are going to talk about interesting things we learned during our holidays around the world. Welcome, Alexa. Welcome, Paola. Would you like to talk about our holidays around the world?
Hello world! Of course, I had many fantastic experiences, and I learned a lot about the different cultures of each country. Traveling really helps you understand how people live and communicate in different parts of the world.
Hello, really? Like what? That sounds very interesting. I always think that when we travel, we discover small cultural details that we didn't know before.
Exactly. For example, I noticed something very interesting about communication. In Colombia, people mainly use WhatsApp for daily communication. They usually send voice messages, emojis, and text message very frequently and in a formal way. Some things conversation are very fast and spontaneous.
That's true. In Colombia, it is very normal to send voice messages instead of reading long texts.
Yes. And another thing I noticed is that people here often communicate with friends and family many times during the day. However, in countries like Canada or the United States, people sometimes prefer using other social media apps like Snapchat or Instagram direct messages. They also send pictures, short videos, or quick reactions instead of long messages.
Wow, that's quite interesting. Technology really changed the way people communicate depending on the culture. I also noticed something different during my travels, but about working life. For example, in Japan, working life is often more stressful, demanding, and constant.
What do you mean by that?
Well, in Japan, many employees work long hours and feel a very strong commitment to their companies. It is common for workers to stay late at the office and sometimes even after finish their tasks. In some cases, they say because teamwork and dedication are very important in their work culture.
Wow, that sounds very intense.
Yes, it can be. But in contrast, working life in Sweden is very different. In Sweden, work culture focuses more on balance and well being. Employees usually have shorter working hours and more flexible schedules.
That sounds much more relaxed.
Exactly. Many people in Sweden finish their workday earlier than then spend time with their families, exercising or doing hobbies. The idea is that people should have a healthy balance between work and personal life.
That's very interesting because it shows how culture influence not only communication but also people's lifestyles and priorities.
Speaking of communication, I also have some information to share about emails. Formal and informal emails are used in different situations, and it is important to know the difference between them.
Oh, yes, that's something we use a lot at university.
Exactly. Formal emails are written in a polite and professional way. They are usually used when we write to teacher, employers, companies, or institutions. In these emails, we normally use respectful language, greetings like dear professor or dear sir or minded, and we organize the mesh clearly.
And I guess we also avoid slang or very casual expression, right?
Yes, exactly. On the other hand, informal emails are more relaxed and friendly. We usually write them to friends, family members, or people we know well. In those emails, we can use simple language, emojis, or even jokes.
That's true. When I write to a friend, my messages are much more casual than when I write to a professor.
I think that these difference show how communication changes depending on the context and the relationship between people.
Absolutely. Learning about that cultural and communication difference helps understand the world better.
Their trips were very educational. We definitely learning many new things about cultures, communication, and working styles.
You're absolutely right. And we still have many other countries to visit and learn from.
And we hope to share more experience with all of you in the future.
Well, stay in touch to share more information. Thanks for listening, world.
Until next time.
Bye bye.
Bye bye, my
Bye.
friends.